welcome to Cannesversations here at CES 2026. My name is Mike Richter with Unplugged Collective, and we're having cam-worthy conversations everywhere the industry gathers. I'm here today with Andrew Serby from Zefr. Andrew, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming and being part of this. We'd love to hear more about you. Can you tell them a little bit about yourself at home?
So I'm Andrew Serby. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer at Zefr, based in New York. Zefr is an AI company specializing in social media and walled garden brands, safety and suitability for targeting and measurement across all media campaigns.
Love it. And also, for those that might not know, Zefr is also one of our partners for Strangers No More, happening here at CES, and they're one of our partners for Cannesversations this week. Thank you again for everything you guys do, not only keeping us safe, but helping us create these great experiences.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, definitely. So let's jump into it, right? We got some great fun questions to have happen. First things first, should brands be concerned about their ads running adjacent to AI-generated content?
Well, I think concern is one word, but it's kind of inevitable. When you think about how much AI content is being generated every day, especially on social media, it's just going to happen. Brands can't avoid it. So I think the most important thing is for brands to have a really clear strategy about what AI content is good, what AI content is bad, because the world is moving towards AI-generated content, video, image, audio, and there's no getting away from that. So for brands, it's just having protections in place and a strategy to know the good from the bad.
That's important. I mean, good from bad. We usually learn that when we're young, but it's surprising. Nobody really remembers that when they're older sometimes, right?
Yeah, it's a lesson that is an evergreen lesson. So brands learn it, we learn it, the whole world should learn that lesson.
Learn what's right or wrong. Are brands prepared for a world where consumers question everything they see?
I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I think the hardest thing to do right now is I think a lot of brands and consumers, they don't understand how to actually play in AI yet. It's a very new space. And for a lot of brands and a lot of consumers, there's actually distrust on the opposite side where real content is being misinterpreted as AI content. AI content is being misinterpreted as real. So there's definitely a trust gap. Brands really need to just play with the tools. It's too hard to do things just reading the newspaper or reading websites. It's just happening so fast, and brands need to play with the tools, get fully understandable about what that looks like, and just be involved in all the AI products.
How many tools should brands play with every month?
It's a good phrasing question. I would say the major models. So I would definitely test out Gemini, test out OpenAI, test out Anthropic. But there's also sorts of use cases that are for creative, for optimization, for brand safety and suitability, like a Zefr. So it's just understanding the use case, what they're trying to achieve, and understanding what AI tools are out there and actually using them, not just reading about them, reading the news, and actually getting their hands dirty with them.
So get your hands dirty, read, and don't live under a rock. Right?
Perfectly said. That's why he's the host and I'm the guest.
He's the smart one. So AI agents, you know a lot about them?
I know a little bit.
Just a little?
Enough to be dangerous.
Well, let's see if you got this question for me. You know, they're already interacting a lot with digital experiences at scale, right? How much do we actually understand about that behavior today? And where do you think we're fooling ourselves?
I think anyone who says that they fully understand it is probably full of crap. I think it's something that everyone's excited about. The idea that you're be able to basically train a system to do tasks that are super menial and boring and not have to think about it, from booking travel to buying groceries to all sorts of just mundane activities that you're not going to have to think about. But it's really early. I don't know if you went home for the holidays, how many of your family was using agents to live their life. Probably not that many, but it is on the right track. It is a tipping point where people are going to start using that more. And once consumers start doing it, that's where brands really got to start paying attention, understand how are consumers doing it. But if you're just jumping into agentic work for the sake of agentic work, you're probably not going to solve too many issues just by bringing an agent involved.
That makes sense. How long do you think we're off from it being something that we truly understand and no longer full of crap about?
I think 5 months and 23 days.
5 months and 23 days. Okay, let's mark that to this date. Today is January 6th.
That's the singularity.
That is the singularity. So that's enough talking about AI. Let's jump on to the last fun big question, and then we are going to jump into some other fun things. So hopefully it didn't hit somebody's eye. How can we mix non-disruptive ad formats in live sports to maximize revenue without annoying latency-sensitive fans?
Well, I think live sports continue to be one of the greatest ways to reach consumers in the world. So the worst thing you could do is massively interrupt that experience. So just being creative. I think the foundations and the basics continue to work well, which is just ad reads, commercial spots. But if you see a full page or full screen ad on a sports match, it's probably not a great experience. I have seen some cool things in the NBA where there's overlays on top of the court now, which I think is super cool. I just saw a Marty Supreme one all over MSG, which I thought was super creative. So using new technology that gives viewers a experience at home without really being disruptive, I think there's going to be a lot of cool applications.
I love that. And last but not least, before we get to the fun lightning round questions, brand safety. Do you know a little bit about that?
I know a lot about it.
A lot?
More than retail media.
Well, then we're going to jump into that one. When it comes to brand safety, what are the elements of evolution we should be looking for? And how can brands know when everything feels safe?
Yeah, I think there's two things. There's brand safety, which is the content really egregious? Is it problematic for all people? And then there's brand suitability, which is this appropriate for my specific brand? Is it suitable for my brand? And that's going to differ for healthcare companies versus CPG companies versus auto companies. There's going to be different sensitivities. So I think that's really where the focus is sensitivities specific to the advertisers. Where the evolution is coming is the way media works is really much more focused on video, social media, user-generated content. So being able to take those unique sensitivities and understand what does that look like in a Instagram reel, what does that look like in a TikTok video, that's really the evolution beyond what web page was I on, is this web page appropriate? The legacy technology of looking at keywords on web pages just doesn't work in the new world. So that's really the evolution, is making sure the technology matches the consumer expectations.
Very well said. Brand suitability, that's the next evolution. So, you ready to answer some quick round of questions?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Don't think hard about these. Just answer the first thing that comes to your mind. Authentic in-game experience or personalized live sports betting?
Personalized live sports betting.
Interesting. We're in Vegas for that, right? Voice agents like Alexa or Siri, or vehicle operating systems like Android or Android Auto?
I would say Alexa and Siri.
Perfect. With streaming ads, non-disruptive overlays or shoppable pause ads?
Shoppable pause ads. I actually have seen a lot of those on YouTube recently, and I didn't even want it, but I wanted to just shop because the ad experience was good.
It's become the newest craze. I remember 10 years ago when someone thought, this is going to be awesome. Everyone was like, nope, never going to work.
Yeah.
Look at us now.
That's the easiest. Don't even have to think about that one.
I wonder what things are we hearing about today that people are saying never going to work, and we're going to see it happen in 10 years from now, right?
The consolidation of retail media measurement. I don't know about that.
Wait, that's a great prediction there. But speaking of predictions, what is your one prediction you have for 2026?
My one prediction for 2026 is that brands will stop spending on print.
Interesting.
I don't know.
I mean, that's a pretty bold prediction.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the anti-print brigade.
So we're gonna hold Andrew Serby to that prediction at the end of 2026. Next one, what event do you find most valuable and why?
I would say Cannes is the most valuable for us, only because it's the people that are at Cannes and the location, the whole feel of it. It creates a lot of really serendipitous moments for people that are very hard to sometimes get a hold of, and for us, Cannes is a great event.
We love Cannes. I mean, Cannes it was the origin of this interview series, so it's a great time. And last but not least, what is your Vegas guilty pleasure?
So I wouldn't say I'm guilty about it because I'm very transparent, but I spend a lot of money on coffee, very expensive coffee for what it is, too much money on it. So I would say coffee is my biggest pleasure. It's debatable if I'm guilty about it.
Love that. Very interesting. Well, guys, we're all out of questions, but we're never out of personality here on Cannesversations. Thanks again, Andrew, for joining us. And thanks again, Zefr, for supporting us. We hope you have a great time, and we will see you soon.
Thanks so much for having me.
Great. Thanks. Bye, guys.